Parking Diablo. So let's just say you're doing an Ironman run, and you want to pull Diablo from his chamber and park him somewhere so that way you can go in there and kill the advocates. How do you do this? Well, this depends on what you've got. You're looking for one of 3 spells. Charge Bolt, Holy Bolt, and Lightning. You don't need all 3, you just need 1. I am using a level 25 character with 20 magic. If you are doing a solo run, you will be at level 25. How much magic you have depends upon how you scale your character. I'm using 20 because it just makes it a little bit more... it shows you how it's going to look if your magic is kind of on the low side. You might have to fire more charges. So the first one is going to be Charge Bolt. You want to stand right here. So center of this, take 1 step forward. You have to be here. This does not work, and you want to fire 2 charges. The pathing of the second shot is the one that hits him, not the first. After you fire the shot, you stand over here, and you listen for it to hit Diablo. As soon as you hear it hit him, you run up and go behind this wall. And you wait for him. He will stop right there. When he does, you just go that way. Like this. Now, Charge Bolt is slow, so it's going to take a moment before it actually reaches him to hit him. But keep your ear out. And there it is. Diablo will stop right there. When this happens, you just go this way. Now, you probably will not have infravision. Just hug this wall. I kind of passed that a little bit weirdly, but just hug the wall, go this way. If you have any plus light radius gear, take it off. So that's Charge Bolt. Now you have Lightning. Lightning, unfortunately, is a little louder. Therefore, it's a little harder to hear him. But the concept is exactly the same. I don't know why she pathed that so weirdly. She does that sometimes. But it doesn't change anything. He still stops there. Holy Bolt. So the problem with Holy Bolt compared to Charge Bolt and Lightning is Holy Bolt has less frames that could potentially hit. Charge Bolt moves slow enough that it has more than 1 frame that could hit Diablo because of the speed of which it moves. Lightning has more frames just because it's a longer chain. Holy Bolt does not have either of those. So you might have to fire a couple more shots. Like that. There you go. This is what you may have to deal with if your magic is low, so be aware of that. Now, for some strange reason, Diablo stops there with Holy Bolt. I don't know why. It doesn't change anything, though. Again, hug the wall, take any plus light radius gear you have off, and just walk by him. It's very simple. Now, you may have instances where the stairs actually spawn right here. So instead of there, they will be here. Well, what do? You can't fire that anymore. You have to try to angle it in some weird way. Well, there are ways to do this. One of them actually is this piece of gold that I have right here. So what you want to aim for is... I moved it. That piece of gold. So it's right at the edge of your screen. But you want to go just above the interface. And you want to touch the globe. So the top of this... So if you right-click on the interface, nothing happens. even the globe. Left click, right click, nothing happens. But if you go just above the interface, even where this globe piece is, that will work. So, go just above the interface. If you have to, if it makes you feel comfortable, touch the globe. Like, actually touch it. Like, right down the outline of it. Touch it. It's fine. That whole hitbox, that whole tile is your hitbox. It's kind of hard to miss. You're going to fire at that, and you're going to run this way, cut across, and go to there. Diablo will de-aggro here, and then you just go around this way. Don't wait for him, by the way, because you'll still hear it hit him. So no waiting, just immediately run. Like that. I just heard it hit him. Now, sometimes you might not hear it hit him. If you don't hear it hit him, it's because you didn't. And there he is. In this case, as I said, you just go around that way. You can use Holy Bolt. Same thing. There you go. Now he's over there. I've not really tested with Holy Bolt much, to be honest with you. So let's do that a couple more times. I'm going to take that gold away. Just to show you, it's still pretty simple. Again, just above the interface, touch the globe. It's very simple. It's very simple. Okay, so where Diablo stops with Holy Bolt compared to Charge Bolt is different. The reason for this is because of the distance, or the speed rather, that Lightning travels compared to Holy Bolt. You're already moving along by the time Holy Bolt hits. So Diablo's going to stop somewhere a little different, which means if you use Holy Bolt, stay away from over there. Lightning's a little better because you'll actually de-aggro in here. Just be aware of that. Now, there's one other thing we gotta talk about, and that is, sometimes you'll have those levels where the stairs are like right there, but you got the wall here and the wall here. Well, now what do you do? If the wall extends far enough that you can't pull Diablo from here, what do you do? Well, unfortunately, I don't really have a good setup for that. It's kind of hit or miss. In that case, you kind of want to hope you've got phasing, so that way you can escape. It's kind of situational depending upon how the floor layout. But at the same time, when you do get a layout like that, the distance from this chamber to this one is actually further. So you might get a layout where the wall only stops to, like, say, right there. Like right here. So, okay, you can use Lightning to pop Diablo, and then run here. The problem is that because the distance is now increased, you will not hear it hit him. In that case, you have to guess and just run. Just run. Which I don't like to do. I like to try to eliminate as much consistency as... I like to keep things as consistent as possible and remove any randomness, if I can. So I really hate that, but it's your best option. In this case, that's not the problem, because this layout is not like that. So, one other thing I did forget to mention, and I'll mention that now. So let's say you pop your Lightning, but let's just say you don't hear it hit Diablo. Let's just say you don't. I did. I know it hit him. What do you do? Let's say you didn't hear it hit him. What do you do? Assume that you hit him anyway. Don't stand there. Assume you hit him. The reason for this is because if you just continue to stand here, and you did hit Diablo, he'll round that corner, and it'll be too late at that point. You can still come to here, even here. Again, assuming you don't have plus light radius, without re-aggroing him from up there. So if you did hit him, run. Worst case scenario, he's up there. Just come back to this spot, pop your lightning, your charge bolt, whatever you got, your holy bolt. If you don't hear anything, it's probably because he's not in there. Now, it is possible for you to miss, even with lightning. Assume you hit him the first time. If you don't hear anything, assume you hit him, run up there, come back here, try again. Worst case scenario, he's up there. Best case scenario, well, I guess worst case scenario, he's still in there. Best case scenario, he's up there. The point of this is that we are trying to eliminate as much RNG as possible and control the situation as much as we can. That is the entire purpose of this strat. Now, in the past, I have never seen this done. I've never done it myself, I've never seen it done, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. In the past, from what I understand, what they used to do is they would aggro Diablo and take him into the spiral room and use phasing and phase out. And hopefully it would put you on the outside. 90% of the time is what I'm told. They will put you somewhere out there where Diablo is just de-aggroed in here. Here's my problem with this. First of all, Diablo is beating on you the entire way. Hopefully you've got pots. If you don't, you might be dead by the time you can even get in there. The second issue is, you have to hope that you have 25 magic to use that phasing scroll. In Iron Man, people typically don't put magic up. Unless you found some gear that does it, and you kept that gear, you aren't going to be able to do that. The third problem is, you have to hope you've got a phasing scroll. Even if you've got the magic, doesn't mean you've got the scroll. Now, if you have enough magic to use a spell, that's awesome. Don't even worry about it anymore. That's one possibility. This, however, really should not even be needed. Unless, I guess really ever, honestly. You might say, well, if you've got the two walls right there. The problem with that is you'd have to run him up this way and chase him, have him chase you that way and then go through there. So again, you're just getting completely beaten on. I wish I had characters for each different layout, but I don't. I've always wanted to, but I just never did. Maybe someday I will. But right now, this is what I've got for you. I think I mentioned this. If you've got Firebolt, Firebolt does not work. Because there's an advocate standing right in front of Diablo. I don't know if I mentioned that. Fireball, same thing. You'll just hit the advocate instead of Diablo. If you were to stand here, same thing. You just hit the advocate. Now, there are no advocates in there. I've killed everything on this floor except for Diablo. So I can't show you.